Hello, Flosstube. My name is Emma. I go by Emma Lou Illustrates. If you are new here, then welcome, and if you're a returning viewer, then welcome back. I'm back with my second monthly update, and I have a few things to catch you up with since I saw you last. This is probably going to be a short-ish video, as there's only 3 projects to go over with this time. And at the end of April, if you remember, I was talking about doing MonogaMay. We will be going over that, but first let's just catch you up with everything I finished April with. So we're just going to kick it off with Queen Bee, which was a new start. I actually mentioned starting this one at the end of my last video. But this is Queen Bee, artwork by Lorna Lane, charted by Gecko Root. Like, this is a kit. So I started this on the 25th of April 2025. And I worked on this for a total of 4 days, and in those 4 days I did 2,709 stitches, which brought it from 0% to 6.07%. And this is a 28 count piece of even weave, 1/1 full cross. So I'm just starting out with the body on this one, and it's a lot of this colour. Like, I have 2 needles. And this is my poor man's snag nabbit, as I call it, because I have a snag nabbit. It's actually right here. See, I have one. I just don't like the feeling of it going through the smaller counts. It's right on like higher counts, like 18, but on 28, I feel like it's just going to rip my thread or my fabric threads. So it just sits up there out the way. But yeah, so I'm just working on the body of this bee. It's so like I said, so all those 2,709 stitches are just this colour. So I started off with this body. I'll probably put pictures in going over like how it looked. There's a little knot there. How nice. But yeah, there's not really much to say about this because it's a new start. There's like the wings are coming in. So this needle minder is actually this. So as you can see here, so that is this wing. And I think my plan for this is I'm going to fill in all the body. So all the navy blue. This looks black, but it's actually navy blue. So I'm going to fill in all the body. Do the outline of the wings. And then fill in all the bee. And then probably do the heart round the bee. Then the crown. And then probably come round and do all this. After, similar to what I'm doing with the frog. But yeah, that's this one. Just 4 days on this. And I'm going to be bringing this one back out now MonogaMay is almost over. Like, as the day of recording, it's the 30th of May. So we have 2 days left because I haven't done any stitching yet today. So once I do that, this will probably get put into my back into my rotation. But let's move on to our next one, which is Steampunk Fox, artwork by Barbara Anna. Now this is on a piece of 32 count fabric flare in the colourway Cloudstone. Yes, so this is that. You might notice it's in a different orientation. Like last time you saw it, it was this way. And that's because I think all the fox is now done other than the key, but I'm now working on the bit that goes round her. So we're this way, and you can really see. You guys can't on the camera, but I can. I can see the grind. Actually, you can see it around this bunny. She's in desperate need of a bath. It looks like the colours are running, but I think this is actually my. Oh, sorry. This is actually my thread conditioner I was using at the time. It's a little blown out. But like, you can actually see the difference. This is actually the same colour. And the tip of this tail is actually this colour because it was used probably in this face and ear. So she's going to get a bath soon. But look, I added sheepies. Technically, I messed up one of these sheep because on the mock-up, I think it's this sheep. It's meant to have 4 legs and this leg's meant to be one in front, but they all just have the same configurement of the legs. And now I'm working on the vine bit. So this is my my Whip Wednesday piece. So it only comes out on Wednesdays on my streams. Although at the moment everything's been one project, which we'll get into soon. We're nearly done with the 2 things. So Steampunk Fox, I only put 398 stitches into this in the month of April, which is bad. Well, I think since the previous video, I shouldn't say the whole of April. Just since the last video, I only had one more Wednesday with this, and so that's what I did. I did this bit here, and I finished her tail. I definitely feel like I did this and this, which looks like a lot more than 300. But I'm pretty sure that's all I did. But anyway, I brought her from 48.54% to 55.25% in a day. So that's our small projects done. Now I'm gonna have to pause the recording because this one's a hefty one. So I will be back shortly. Okay, we're back. This behemoth is Ivory Crow. This is artwork by Margaret Morales, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. Sorry, I'm grabbing my notes. So this is my MonogaMay start. So I started this obviously May 1st. And since then, so as of right now, today, May 30th, but we're going to go with yesterday, so May 29th, because I haven't worked on this yet today. I have done a total of 10,648 stitches into this piece. And I am working it in the diagonal method. I did do a tutorial stream for this, the very first video of this, or stream of this on May 1st. So that will be coming soon. I say that because I have such a big back catalogue of streams that I need to upload. So I want to get this one out soon, but I really want to get those ones so we're really caught up. So I might have to start uploading like in between Flosstubes 3 a week. So we have about a month between, although the month between is not going to work for this one because I uploaded my April one so late, and it's because I was learning a new editing software and then I ran into an issue at the very end when I was exporting, so it pushed it back. But this one should be up the first Saturday of June. Fingers crossed. If it's not, I'm gonna cry. But yeah, so this is Ivory Crow. I'm doing this in the diagonal and I'm going across 3 pages. So the first page is still here. So this is the end of the first page. It's a bit hard to see because I have a line. If I show you here, there's a line here. That's the end of the first page. Here's the end of the second page, and I've got one parked thread, and technically this small portion of stitching here is in the third page. So I'll put up a preview image of what it's going to look like when it's done. But at the moment, we're in there's I think they're crows or they're corvids of some type. And this is like the wing of one of them. We don't actually see the woman until the bottom of page 3, and it's only her hair. The second row is where we see her face. So we have a whilst to go. So I've almost finished this diagonal. I'll probably do that today. And then I'll be starting the third page diagonal into the second, into the first. So, but yeah, so I do have stats to go over for each week because I was like, why not? So what I'll do is in the editing process, I'll insert pictures of each week. So May 7th, 14, 21 and 28. And then in June, when I do June's Flosstube, I'll put in the last few days because obviously I can't do that now. I don't have them. But so from May 1st to 7th, I did 2,496 total stitches. From the 8th to the 14th, I did 2,655. From the 15th to the 21st, I did 2,456. And from the 22nd to the 28th, I did 2,650. So that's it. So let me put this down, put the camera back, 'cause I had to move everything around to show you this. I also have some bobbies to hold my threads, and I have 4 needles on the go. I normally only have, I don't have, where's the thread for that one? Doesn't matter, I'll figure it out later. But yeah, I normally have these 3 on the go, but this one is actually holding one because for this whole diagonal, it's like been the main colour. So I just have it still, and it's going to be a majority of the next. We're getting into like the nice, not as confetti heavy. The confetti heavy chunks were like this side. And then a little bit over here. Sorry about the cameras. I've got it on autofocus again. I don't, like I said in the last video, I don't normally have it autofocus. It's only for the purpose of showing you these things up close. Oh, and this is on a 28 count piece of even weave, 1/1 full cross. Completely forgot to say that. Did I say what percentage? Hang on, just in case. So this was obviously a new start, so it was at 0%. So in 29 days, I brought this to 3.21%, which doesn't seem like a lot, but this thing has a total of 332,000 stitches. No, 332,000 stitches. 332,000. To just say it. But yeah, so it's not as hard as like some of my other heids to get a percentage in, but it does take a little longer than some of my others. But after May, we're going back to my melody of the night rotation till that gets a percent, and this is actually going to get put into the wheel of whips. So I was actually talking to my Twitch community about this. I was thinking of doing because if you remember, I've shown the pick a whip wheel. I now want to do a pick a bap wheel, and a bap is a big, awesome project. There's another abbreviation, if you know what it is, you know. But basically what that will entail is once I get close to a percentage, so like let's say 1.99% or 9%, like 1.90, people can redeem it and it will have a choice of whips, and there might occasionally be a new star on there, and then we'll have a secondary whip wheel so they can pick from, like, spin a second wheel, and then we'll do a new star, but that's only after a percentage has been made on the previous project. And I'm also having, the reason why this is such a big cumbersome piece is it's on a Millennium frame. This is actually a Millennium frame I bought for my chatelaine that I want to start soon. And I say it like that because I don't have the fabric. I don't have the specialty threads. All I have currently are the DMC and the beads. So, yeah, and that's going to be the rainforest mandala. I think it's called mandala lace, but it's got frogs on it. So, if you know me, frogs are my thing. So I have to do that. I was actually like, I'm never going to do a chatelaine, and here I am going to be doing one. But yeah, so I think what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to buy a smaller. I've got this on a 12 by 14 length bar, so not the width bar, but the height. And I think I'm going to buy a smaller set so I can put my heids in it, because I do like having my heids in this. It's just so big, I'm having to like lean over it. But anyway, I'm now rambling. So let me put this away, basically back down the floor. And we'll talk about plans for June. So I will see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. Plans for June. So, I'm actually going to be starting a new series over on my Twitch channel. I'm going to be doing Mystery Mondays. So every Monday for the month of June, we're going to do a once a week thing for June. And then depending on how it goes, we might do every other month. But basically, I'm going to be kitting up and starting a Diamond Art Club mystery canvas. And starting it on stream. It's going to be, I have a smallish one that I'm going to be doing. So if you want to see that, you should come check it out. That's just going to be every Monday for the month of June. So starting June 2nd. And yeah. And then another thing I'm going to be starting There's a new project. It's Cherry Magpie. Now, if you're in the Flosstube scene and you've been watching people who went to Stitch North, a lot of them are starting this project, or have started this project. And I actually have the entire thing kitted up with the Roxy Floss Co. Conversion that Kerry, the dyer of Roxy Floss Co. has used for this. So I also have the thread that she dyed, well, not for it, but the fabric she dyed. Not specifically for it, but it goes so well. So I have that to start. So I'm going to be signing that probably June 1st. Because MonogaMay ends tomorrow. For me. It's going to be ended by the time you see this. And then I also bought all of the threads I needed to finish the reindeer and all the specialty threads I needed to add to the rest of my Year in the Woods piece. So I'm probably going to finish up the reindeer this month and maybe start the swans if I have time that month. I want to do one a month. So in June we might finish the reindeer and then maybe start the swans. And then if not, we'll do that into July. But yeah. Oh, I do have my finishing stats for April. So at the end of April hang on, let me grab my notes to flick back so I can reference. So my total stitch count for April as of the 24th last month was 8,637. Well, I did another 3,107 stitches, which brought my April total to 11,744. I can't read my handwriting. I literally just wrote all this down. And then my May stitch count as of May 29th is basically the total stitch count for Ivory Crow, which is 10,648. Because I haven't worked on anything else this month. I've not done a single diamond painting. I've not done anything else. And I'm like really wanting to diamond paint. So that's going to be coming back in June. But yeah, I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else to say that I can think of any at the moment. If I do, I'll just have to include it in next month. But yeah. Yep, nothing's gone. That's going to be it from me then. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I've had a bunch of new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. And I will be back at the end of June with my June Flosstube. And we'll go through everything else that I did in June. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and click the notification bell if you want to be notified for when I upload videos. I wish there was a way I could change it so you could only be notified when I upload actual videos and not my stream VODs, but there's no way to do that. So but yeah, I will be back at the end of June. So bye.